Okay. I think we're just going to give this a shot. I have no idea if this is actually going, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to have fun. And I think we're just going to start watching some of these games. So, first, we're just going to move over here. I think we're just going to give this a shot. So, we've got again, we're filled up. Thank you guys so much. So, sorry. My name is Nick. I'm part of the Heroes Guide to Usgartha podcast. This is the rapid fire series that we have been running with AQZ, and we are really excited to get these started. We are full up once again, 32 spaces. We have 16 available tables. This is going to be fun. So we're just going to go down the list real quick. Who we've got? We've got Naive Art. We've got Ravon, Kikma, Smats, Elwiwi, which Elwiwi, everybody knows, is a pretty good player. We've got NL, Tete de Totem, Ed, I think, Hanabibi, Belzed, Skypru, Ironorama. Trickster is playing, which, if you guys are watching, we just released our episode with Trickster today of Adventure Spotlight. Milligri, I don't know. Hathor 44, Zombie Skull, Salian Flackback, Aragorn, apparently the king is playing, Immoral, Sepe. Sepe, if you guys know, they were hold on. They were in one of the tournaments. I believe it was Lille. I think they came out on top at Lille. Blue Ocean, Fenrir, Bankaitzen. That's interesting. Marks. Interesting. Potato, Overloss, Wander 44, Meltdown, Oida, Rob Vegas, Clem. We've got 2 Iron Chains, and it's Rinku. So we're just going to move to, let's see, who have we got in progress? So we've got a couple tables that still have not started yet. Let's see, who's started that we want to go take a look at? Let's see. You know what? Let's just go here. Let's see what kind of nonsense we can get into. And we'll see if this works. Kinda. It's not the worst. There are worse things in life, right? So let's see if we can fix this real quick. Let's see. There we go. That's what we want. Yes, sir. Okay, there we go. That's how we want it. That's how we want it to look. We want it just to be a little bit over here too. There we go. And we'll just move this over right here. Look, this is the first time I've done this in a long time. So we're just going to see what happens. So let's see. We've got Gullring versus Traced going on. So this is going to be really interesting. I'm planning on taking Gullring with me to World Qualifiers here. World Qualifiers are going to be in a week, roughly, in Texas. I give it about 9 days. So I'm really interested to see how Gullring does in this. Traced, that being said, is going to be very interesting to see because there's a lot of Brass Bug. And look at that. Already got a Haven on the field. Haven, Bravo, Bastion. We've already got a Keelon Cylinder. But we do have a Messictet on the field, and Gullring is behind on both ends. So this is not looking like the worst matchup on the planet, but this is still going pretty good, I think. So we'll just have to see how this goes. I might just leave it. There might be a couple of minutes where there's no commentary. We're just going to let it see. If you guys really want like in-depth commentary, you can let me know. But I don't know. We're just going to see how this plays out for a second. Okay, I'm going to pop in here for just a second. So this is really interesting because I've had a lot of people tell me that playing Mobile Armory is not necessarily the best because you want to be more emphasized on characters than you do on winning with Defender. Now, I'm of the opinion, though, that Mobile Armory is very, very good. So the thing, though, is that this one is being played in the common. So the common does not let you lose out. It only creates create 1/1 Ortis tokens. I play it in the rare specifically because I like the idea of being able to advance early in certain situations for Defender to actually come out. So I don't know. I'm very interested to see what you guys think. Common versus rare Mobile Armory for Gull Ring. This is looking interesting, though. So we've already got a Keylon Cylinder with 2 boosts on it. And maybe we got 2 Keylon Elementals, both played from reserve. One has 2. There we go. Something's getting a boost. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's really close. Okay, so Gullring's behind now by 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 2 on both sides. See, and this is the main reason why I don't like having Mobile Armory in the common, is that once it's done, it does nothing else for you. It literally just stays there. So that's why I'm of the opinion that when you're playing Mobile Armory, you kind of have to play it in the rare because, granted, it's 1 for 2 for 2 all stats, but I feel like that's not good enough considering how it just stays there if it does nothing the first time you use it. So I don't know what anybody else thinks about that. I'd love for people to prove me wrong, but that's my opinion. That's what I think about that. Now, this is something that I will say that I have decided to put in because this is a very, very good card, and I'm slowly starting to realize that. This card is very, very good, mostly because if you are playing a Defender deck, everything is getting Defender within the first 4 turns, 5 turns, 4 turns. So this is a very good card to have, especially if you're not playing with the rare on either side and you're just trying to overstat everything. I think that this is a great card to be playing in Gull Ring, as opposed to something like Leo. This Trace, though, is online with 5 counters, so we're going to be seeing a lot more stuff going from hand into reserve. Though is online with 5 counters, so we're going to be seeing a lot more stuff going from hand into reserve. All right, and so far it is not looking good for Gull Ring. But that being said, this is the turn where Gull Ring comes online. Systems are up, and we're going to start seeing a lot of tokens losing Defender. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. All Trace needs is a double advance to win this round. I'm interested if Overlost can come back from this. They have 8 cards in hand. 7 if you don't count the mana. Mesictet is going to be going off for a while now. Mesictet is basically going to be going off for the rest of the game. I won't be surprised if on the companion side, if Overlost tries to force a single advance on the right side, only to keep the Mesictet on for the remainder of the game in terms of their gameplay. Because I'll be honest, I've seen Golrang come back from from very similar situations. The only problem is that with the round times, I don't know if that's going to be possible. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I don't know if that's going to be possible. And welcome to the Golrang hype train that I have been trying to get people on for the last, I don't know how long. I don't know if you guys were watching that. There was a lot of stuff that was happening. But 10 full on the companion side, 6 full on the hero side, double advance for Golrang. This is why I love Golrang. This is why I think Golrang is phenomenal. If you can get it just right, this is possible for every single turn for Golrang to either tie or advance moving forward. That's why I like Golrang. I like Golrang so much. I think this is phenomenal. Phenomenal work. This is possible for every single turn for Golrang to either tie or advance moving forward. That's why I like Golrang. I like Golrang so much. I think this is phenomenal. Phenomenal work. This is possible for every single turn for Golrang to either tie or advance moving forward. That's why I like Golrang. I like Golrang so much. I think this is phenomenal. Phenomenal work. This is possible for every single turn for Golrang to either tie or advance moving forward. That's why I like Golrang. I like Golrang so much. I think this is phenomenal. Phenomenal work. This is possible for every single turn for going to either tie or advance moving forward. That's why I like Goring. I like Goring so much. I think this is phenomenal. Phenomenal work. This is possible for every single turn for going to either tie or advance moving forward. That's why I like Goring. I like Goring so much. I think this is phenomenal. Phenomenal work. This is possible for every single turn for going to either tie or advance moving forward. That's why I like Goring. I like Goring so much. I think this is phenomenal. Phenomenal work. This is possible for every single turn for going to either tie or advance moving forward. That's why I like Goring. I like Goring so much. I think this is phenomenal. This is looking real rough. Ooh, teamwork training. Okay. This is where this is going to get a little rough, in my opinion. I'm not really sure what we're going for in terms of what we're expecting to see. I think Traced might be able to take it, kind of what we saw with the last round. 10 mana is usually very effective for Gullring. Ooh, let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got a unique atlas. Tokens you control are gigantic. Yep, that just might do it. You can put a card from your hand into reserve if you do draw a card and create a 1/1 token as a free action. This, let's see if they can pull it off. This is not looking good. I don't know if they can get it. Yep, there it goes. That's the end of that. Wow, 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 wow. That was pretty good. Okay. Wow, we are already most of the way through round one, going through round two. We've already got some tables going. Let's see. Who do we want to take a look at? Well, It's Rinku has a table going on. Let's see what's going on with It's Rinku. Ooh, never mind. I guess not. Interesting. That's not great. Let's see. It says that most games are in progress now, so that's good to know. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so I have it from good authority that It's Rinku is a. Let's see. I believe that It's Rinku is normally a Bravos player. Or sorry, yeah, Bravos Kojo player. So this is a very good player from what I've heard, going against Blue Ocean, doing a Sigismar. Scouting in an Aegis Templar. Sorry, no, that was a complete lie. Ooh. Getting out an early sabotage ahead of the Bravos. Sorry, Haven Bouncer. You guys might have to excuse me. It's been a very long week. Okay, we've got a unique Axiom Salvager. 2 from hand, 3 from reserve, 1, 2, 2. Resupply on play from reserve, and if you control one or more landmarks, to draw a card. They've definitely got a Haven Bravos Bastion out, so getting some ramp with Tiny Jin. Fortunately, it is not boosted. So it's going to go to reserve. Tied up. Tied up at the end of, was that round 2? Yeah. Going to 5 mana. It's a Rinku taking quite a bit of time. There, never mind. I stand corrected. All right, here we go. Into day 3. Okay, we see Buddha out on the field. We see the Axiom Salvager being played from reserve. Going to resupply, getting a boost from the Haven. This is already looking like a phenomenal board state for Kojo. It's Rinku resupplying an Ortis Spy. Not exactly what you want to see from an Ortis Spy, but the extra body on the field is definitely going to be helpful. We're seeing the Ortis Spy played from reserve. Wonder, let's see. Kojo builds, early Kojo builds for 2. I'm not really sure what its Rinku could pull out right here. Taking a good amount of time, too, to decide. And this is the Blitz round. So you know that we've got 10 minutes on each clock. So not sure if you really want to be taking this much time. Okay, we see Tiny Jin being played from reserve, getting the boost off of itself and off of the Haven. I'm not going to lie. Depending on how this next round goes, I think we might move to another match because I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. If we can get a double advance off of here. Interesting. There we go. Wow, good block with the Aegis Templar. Getting a token as it leaves the expedition. Kind of doing a little bit of setup for the next day. Kojo getting a little bit of a ramp boost off of the Tiny Jin. That's rough. That's 2 Haven Bravos Bastions on the field now. We resupply a Haven Sirengar, drawing cards if it is fleeting, which, playing from reserve, that's exactly where you want that card, in my opinion. Playing a unique Ozma, Blue Ocean over here. 3 from hand, 3 from reserve, 2/2/1. If you control 3 or more characters, including itself, draw a card. If you control 4 or more characters, you may discard target permanent, which they did. They get both effects off of that. Gets the card draw and gets the discard. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good. I'm glad we stuck around for that unique. But that being said, let's go check out some other tables real quick. We've got a couple of other people in this tournament. Let's see if we can get them on this table. Let's see who. Ooh, El Wee Trickster, Sepe. Oh, Sepe. I know who that is now. You'll have to excuse me. I forget things very easily, apparently. Let's take a look at Trickster. All right. We've got a Clem playing Waru, Trickster playing a Faunus. Wow, this is an interesting matchup. I'm surprised somebody's playing Waru. They're not doing awful either. Ooh. See, this is what I'm talking about. You've got 2 Nylums, you've got Rhyme Frosts, you've got Magical Trainings. This is an interesting. I never expected to see rare Spindle Harvesters in this. But again, if it's off of a Faunus, you're wanting to give things boost. This isn't actually that bad of an idea. Clem playing an Aegis Templar from reserve. Got an Ozma on the field asleep. Here we go. A Faunus doing what a Faunus does. Yep. We are looking at possibly, getting out the Ozma with an Evanescence, going to reserve, something gaining a boost. Wow. This is looking like what a Faunus normally does. Already looking very good, too, with the Spindle Harvester. 3/2/2 in the stats. Got an Evanescence. Not sure if Evanescence is really going to be a good play right here. 4 cost from reserve. also having a Rhyme Frost in reserve isn't necessarily the worst idea right now, considering that there's an Ortis Gatekeeper and the Aegis Templar in reserve right now. Got 2 Nylems on the field. All he has to, I'm not going to lie, you might see this Rhyme Frost getting played turn 1, exhausting both of these Nylems. Ooh, this board state is looking... Oh, man. See, and I played this version of a Faunus, so I'm very familiar with how the exhausted Faunus... See, here we go. Let's just watch what happens. Interesting move. I'm not going to lie. I'm very, very interested on seeing what Trickster can do here, considering all I would have done was just flood one side. Playing a Conjuring Seal, drawing 2 cards. There we go. Win by Trickster. Using a Faunus. Good old man. Let's see here. Tete the Totem taking a win. Sealand taking the win. Seipe taking the win. Good on you, Seipe. Let's see what Elwiwi's up to. Oh. Well then. Holy cow. Looks like Elwiwi here is going to take the win with an Faunus getting 6. Well, that was... What a way to end this round for Elwiwi. Holy cow. Let's see. Who else we got going on? Trickster taking the win. Elwiwi taking the win here. Smats taking the win. Let's take a look and see what Fenrir's got going on. Oh my gosh. Well, brother. Achadi with 9 heroic counters. Sakurabru. 17 and 16 mana. Holy cow. Wow. Milugri taking the win. Oh my gosh. 17 and 16 mana apiece. See, this is why I like Achadi. This is why I play an Achadi deck as well. That is so good. That is so much fun. Having a Rin with 16 mana, that's insane. All right. Let's see what's going on in this neck of the woods. What is happening? Ortis Overseer, Isatok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What is happening? For each bureaucrat you control, this is getting out of hand for Waru. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, I think Potato knows what they're doing with the Waru deck. Oh my gosh. I did not even see the mana counts. We are sitting at 12 and 11 mana. Waru's only 1 day behind. Never mind. It's tied up now. This is anybody's game. El Wee Wee calling it a prison break. Seeing a unique council coming out, gaining a sleep, 5 from hand, 5 from reserve, 2/4/2. Can't activate characters facing me. The abilities create an Ortis token in your hero expedition. When my expedition fails to move forward during dusk, after rest, draw 3 cards. That unique is very impressive. Ooh, sorry, my bad. I also have this wrong. There we go. That's what we want. Okay, I think we're about to hit the end here. What is this? Whoa. What is this hand size? 17 cards in hand for Potato? This is insane. What? 19 cards in hand? There we go. End of the game. Tournament time reached. There we go. Overloss with less time, unfortunately. So taking the win. Believe now we are going to be going. There we go. Okay. Already getting started. Let's see. Who have we not? You know what? Let's go say hi to our friend Seipe. Seipe TCG. Just had a very good conversation with him the other day. That is okay then. Let's maybe try that again. I think we're just going to give it a second, give it one more shot. There we go. Here we go. Ooh, double Subash. This should be very fascinating to watch. Let's get the right string going. Here we go. Okay, double Subash. Both using their abilities at noon, paying 1, putting a card from hand to reserve to create a Brass Bug. Got an Ada Lovelace from Seipe, and we have a Haven Bravos Bastion from Belzed. Beelsd? I wonder who this is. Okay. We have a Tech Lab unit in reserve. We have a Brass Bug. Creating a Brass Bug. Bug out bag. Equinox, I know you're not listening to this. I know you're not watching this. But I just want to know, are you going to make the bag? Also, Runefolk, no, I'm a really bad caster. I haven't cast in a long time by myself. So if you're wondering why it's quiet every once in a while, it's because I'm just not talking and watching the gameplay because I'm fascinated by what's happening. So, I mean, next time if you want to come on and help me stream, maybe we'll just let you do that. Okay, we see Keelan Burst, Foundry Armorer. I lost this whole round. I'm so sorry. Seeing a double advance from Beelzid. Ooh, here we go. Invoking Brass Bug, putting Icarus into reserve. Let's see. Here we go. Ooh, putting a Grems into the reserve, invoking a Brass Bug. Here we go. Ooh, playing a Hooked. Drawing a card off with a Hooked. There we go. Playing the Haven Bravos Bastion from Beelzid, resupplying into an Axiom Salvager. This is going to be interesting to see what Seipe does. I believe that we're going to see a Grems play on... Yep, here we go. Yep, Tech Lab unit getting discarded by the Grems on play. Okay, Beelzit is on the play, starting the turn. Needs a double advance. Seeing another Haven going from hand to reserve to create another Brass Bug. Sape also putting in a Grems from hand to reserve to create the Brass Bug. Here we go. Playing a character. Who are we going to play? Seeing an Ogun played, giving a boost to all the other robots. Seeing a Grems played from Sape, discarding the Haven Bravos Bastion, playing the Bravos Bastion right back, resupplying into a Hooked. More than likely, we're going to see an Axiom Salvager played from reserve, unless they've got something really good in hand. Ooh, seeing a Bravos Vanguard played on the companion side from Sape. Ooh, that's going to be good. Having a character lose fleeting and gaining 1 boost. Grems losing fleeting, gaining the boost. Getting a Axiom Salvager played, gaining 1 boost. As we move into, what is this? 3, 4, 5. Day 4. Interesting choices. Here we go. Day 5 now. Keylong Cylinder going from hand to reserve, creating a Brass Bug. Ooh, Nissa. Roll a die on 4+, create 2 Brass Bug tokens in target expedition, otherwise only create 1. Well then, 3 from hand, 4 from reserve, 4 through 4 in the stats. Let's see what they roll. Creating 2 Brass Bugs in target expedition. Not gonna lie, this is not looking good. Yep, there we go. We're gonna see a hook plead or something from hand. Seeing an Ogun. That'll do it. Okay. Moving on. Let us see here. Saipe, good job, man. Hanabibi, let's see. Oh, we haven't seen Smats today. Let's see what Smats and Overloss. Oh wait, no, we've seen Overloss. We know what Overloss can do. Let's see. We've seen Blue Ocean. I think we've seen everybody. You know what? Oh wait, what am I doing? Let's see here. Here we go. This is a game that we have not seen yet. Let's see how this is going here. Basira and Taya. Oh my gosh, this Haven Bouncer looks really good. 2 from hand, 3 from reserve, 3/1/3. You may put a card from your hand into reserve. If you do Sabotage, if you control 1 or more landmarks, I gain a boost. I believe I saw that was only on... Yeah, so those are both only 1 play from reserve. This is looking crazy, though. Look at this. Holy cow. And let's actually get the right screen going. You'd think I know how to do this after 20 minutes. Taya having a Grand Bois and a Draconea. Dracena? I don't know. I'm going to say Dracena. It's my stream. I can do what I want. We have a Floral Tent, we have a Grand Bois, and we have Dracena going into day 6 now, I believe. Seeing a Haven Bravos Bastion played from Basira, resupplying into a Talarian Skater. I think we might see this Haven Bouncer play. Let's see. We could see both. We could see the Talarian Skater. We could see the Haven Bouncer. We could see any number of the 5 cards that Sky Prue has. Zombie Skull taking a good long thought. Wow. Okay, then. That is certainly one way to do it. Okay, this is going to be interesting to see what Sky Prue does. Sky Prue, you can tell me later. Man, this is going to be 6-5-5 on Zombie Skull on the hero side. 10-12-12. Oh, man. Yep, there we go. Seeing a Talarian Skater played. 3-all. Five boosts on the Talarian Skater. 3 all said and done. 1 from Basira, 1 from itself, 1 from the Haven Bravos Bastion. Seeing the Chiron played. Target character gains a boost, gaining 2 boosts total. I will say, the interesting thing here is that Basira only has to continually move on one side each day. If they can block one side and move consistently one side every day, they can take this for the win. That being said, that Hydracena is not going to play nice. We're going to see it gain 4 more boosts here at noon. It's going to go up to 9. That's going to be a really rough thing because that is a constant on that side. Even with Duel of Grit, you have to have something that can hit it. You have to have something that is that expensive so that you can hit that. They might have it. If they can play something for 7 and then play a Duel of Grit, they might be able to do that. But you don't really want to be you don't want to be putting that much resource to something like that. Oh, hey, Beelson. Yeah, you're absolutely welcome. Not sure that it was good, but I do my best. I do what I can. Ooh, let's see here, though. Nope. I was trying to see if I could get chat up here so we could everybody had a good time just trying to see everybody. Can't find it. Not gonna worry about it right now. Oh, so yeah, so they did. So here's what I was talking about: playing Sakurabaru, having a hand cost of 7, send to reserve target character with hand cost equal to or less than. That's interesting though that it didn't. Less than or equal to the hand cost of character you control. Oh, that's correct. It does have tough X, where X is the number between. That is going to be rough. That's going to be hard. I completely forgot about that as well. Thank you, Beelzid. Reading the card usually does explain the card. Oh, man. 13 all on the companion side. You got a Dracena 1/3/3 on the hero side for Taya. Basira is looking like they're in a rough spot. Here we go. Putting card from hand into reserve to do the sabotage. There we go. And then we have controlling one or more landmarks, gaining a boost, 4/2/4 on the side. Well then. Ah, that's true. Gaining a boost off of the Haven Bravos Bastion, not getting the boost off of Basira. And we're officially going over. Ooh, searing a Garrick play from hand. Garrick 3 from hand, 4 from reserve, 1/3/2 in the stats. If I would gain fleeting, I gain 1 boost instead. Sabotage on play from reserve. If your hand is empty, target character gains 2 boosts. Unfortunately, not an empty hand, far from it. Play on Grand Bois from Taya, going back to Basira. I don't think that there's a way that Basira can make it out of this alive. Unless there's something really crazy in that hand, I don't think. Let's see here. Let's see what Taya plays from hand. 6/10/9 on Taya's side. Yep. Send to reserve, target character in forest. I think that's game. I do believe that that is game. And that is indeed how the cookie crumbles. Okay, we've got 4 matches still going on. Possibly. Let's do a quick reload. Let's see what's going on here. Yep. Still got a couple games in. Let's see what's going on with Smats. Oh, brother. Oh, my gosh. No, thank you. No, thank you. What is this? What is that? What is happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters with anchored. 7. What? Oh my gosh. How does this? What is happening to this? What is going on? How is this happening? I gain anchored when a character you control gains 1 or boosts. Oh my gosh. When a character you control gains 1 or more boosts, if I have 2 or more boosts, up to 1 target character with hand cost 3 or less, other than me gains anchored. I don't know if you can see this. Oh my gosh. I'm flabbergasted. I am actually at a loss. See, it's moments like this where I wish that I had an Evanescence that could hit everything. Smats taking the win. There we go. Ooh, what's going on over here? Hold on, wait a minute. Never mind. I was about to ask what was happening, and they just finished the game. So I think that concludes it. I think that does it for this. There we go. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. We have, let's see, what do our standings look like? Milugri coming in first place. Matt's coming in second. El Wiwi coming in third. Your top 8. It's Rinku, Hanabibi, Ravon, Overloss, and Tete de Totem. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating. Everybody who played, thank you so much for participating. And we'll just absolutely see you on the next one. Everybody have fun. We will see you later.